How's it going, everybody? I hope you're doing alright. It's SPATIQUED here, and I'm going to talk to you about the World Cup. I'm going to talk about Morocco, and I'm going to talk about Ronaldo and Messi, and I'm going to talk about Argentina, and I'm going to talk about referees. That's what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, it's lashing rain outside, so I just decided to make a video. And I think yeah, by the way lads, I'm going to drop a link to BitChute because YouTube took down a video the other day. They took down video. And I get the feeling that they don't really like Trader FM, They don't really like the channel. And it could be their way of saying, you're on borrowed time, son. You're on borrowed time. Yeah. Duh. So anyway, lads, Morocco, nobody thought they'd get out of their group, and now they're in the semi-finals, they're going to play, who is it now? Croatia's playing Argentina in one of the semi-finals. And who's Morocco playing? Oh, that's right. They're playing another African team. They're playing France. So, I think it's great that two African teams have been able to get to the semi-finals. An African team did win the last World Cup. France. France are an African team. They're not Europeans. Yeah. So Morocco, there's maps now where you can see, it's like that Morocco is conquering Europe, so they conquered Spain, and then they conquered Portugal, and they're going to conquer France next, that's what they're saying, some people are saying, if Morocco lose against France, that, France could turn into a civil war, because there are millions of Moroccans living in France, and they go mental, but I don't think that'll happen, There might be rioting for a night or two, but I don't think it's going to blow up into a civil war, Civil war take years to happen, maybe 4 years or 5 years, Don't think it'll happen overnight. Right, yeah, I wanted to talk about Ronaldo, because, he's 38 years old, and he was crying like a baby, He was crying like a baby. What do you think, lads? Do you think a grown man should be crying over a football game? Do you think that's normal? Do you think that means, there's a lack of testosterone there, or maybe too much estrogen? Too much estrogen to have him crying like a woman, Crying like a woman because he lost a football match, Yeah, I want to say about Argentina, they lost their first game, and now, they're 2 matches away from winning the World Cup, which is, that's some achievement, lads. That's some achievement. I think Spain, I think back in 2010, Spain lost their first match against Switzerland, and then they went on and they won the tournament. That doesn't usually happen. Well, yeah, it doesn't usually. No, it doesn't usually happen. So, the Argentinians, when they won their last match against Holland, they were a bit rude, because they were celebrating in front of the Dutch, They were celebrating in front of the Dutch. Yeah, which was a bit, a little bit rude. I think one of the Dutch players, can't remember his name. I think it's, WEG, I think, is in the name. Big tall fella, he got angry, and he came in after the match, and he was arguing with the Argies, bit of argy-bargy with the Argies, So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Not really anything else. Some people say Messi's better than Ronaldo, and other people say Ronaldo's better than Messi. I think they're both absolutely terrible. That's what I think. Anyway, lads, I leave it there. Enjoy the World Cup, lads. It's very important, Do you know? It's the most important thing in the world. That's why it's called the World Cup. The World Cup. All right. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.